showtime.
You see that gateway right there? The one that's like right over there? A part of me's looking forward to it, but the other part of me, not exactly. But then again, there is one worse route later on after that. Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock the 100, and welcome back to more of Pokemon White. Last time, we actually covered a little bit of some ground as we made our way here from Route 11 and made it here to the village bridge. Not bad hit of a location to say the least, and that's a nice little training grounds for us. But this time, we're going in. Or rather, we're going out. Route 3. Okay. We all have those moments in our life. Welcome to Route 12! Going off the bat, you're gonna want to get your item finder going, because there are items everywhere. We have a lot of ground to cover. Gambit the 3 energy ball. Ooh, okay, alright, I approve. But you know what? I'm curious. I'm actually very curious. What kind of Pokemon can learn Energy Ball do we have on our current team? It's a special offensive grass type that may lower the opponent's special defense. Owls can learn that. Interesting choice on that one. I'll think about that. Alright. As much as it's gonna make me want to yak at my lunch and my dinner, which is delicious, by the way, we have 13 new Pokemon to talk about. And I'm gonna definitely blow out my voice sort of for when I talk about these Pokemon and finding this breeder. But, lucky for us, a majority of them are just the evolution Pokemon, but to kind of save a little bit on some time, I'll just try to keep them nice and steady. And Shuppet, did you just stick your tongue out at me? Okay, I want to see this quick. You totally did! He's a prick. Speaking of prick, let's get into the 13 Pokemon that can be found out here on Route 13. Or excuse me, Route 12. That's the next time. Sunkern and its evolution of Sunflora. Sunflora can be found through rustling grass, and you're missing nothing on this. The weakest Pokemon in terms of stats, and its evolution sucks just as bad, but maybe give it a little bit some more oomph. Its main purpose isn't to be used as a sun user. Your options are, do you want to use this Pokemon to have double your opponent's double your speed, or boost your special attack stat, but it costs some HP. I think Chlorophyll is probably going to be the one that you're probably going to want to have more. Mostly due to the fact that I think it's decent as it is, but shitty everywhere else. Seriously, you don't want to use Sunkern. It's that bad. Even Sunflora is a terrible choice to go for. What are we talking about? Another group of evolutions, and pretty nice, but look in a bit of a different way. Combee and its evolution of Vespiquen. You probably don't know where I'm going with this with Vespiquen, so let's get right into it. For the love of God, and Iris's insanely long hair with her Axew nesting inside it, don't catch a male Combee. Its useless. If you have a female Combi level up once, bam! You will have one of the most sought after hair bug flying types of them all. And what's absolutely stupid is that it comes with pressure. I kind of consider that to be a bit of a throwaway move, or I guess ability at this point. And if you only had access into the hidden ability, it'll be a little bit better. That doesn't mean that it's useless. It comes in her knowing her bug buzz, attack order, and defend order. Attack order does damage, defend order boosts your defense and special defense, and heal order heals you right up. I kind of consider this to be kind of a jack of all trades, and heck, it even comes knowing Power Gem, which is a very nice move. But, and here it comes. I feel like it's as good as it is because you're just looking for a good choice to go for the post game, but it comes with some very bad drawbacks. It's meant to be more of a double wall than anything else, but you could do worse with this. Speaking of worse, I'll just kind of dive right into this one. Metapod and Kakuna. Metapod can only be found through white, while Kakuna can be found in black, and the only thing that they ever come with knowing for them is Harden. You don't want to use this. They only ever come from knowing Shed Skin for its ability, but let's just upgrade things into going on with the Rustling Glass encounters of Butterfree and Beedrill. Shifting things over to Butterfree, this thing is actually pretty good. It comes with knowing some pretty decent moves through its existence. In fact, there are already moves and you probably already know, or they're coming right up. Butterfree is a great choice for having Quiver Dance, but it's kind of outclassed by other bug types that already use it. Beedrill, on the other hand, sucks horribly. The only thing that it is known for is being a pretty decent bug poison type with Swarm, so you're not really doing much any good favors for you as it is. I guess it has some better resistances, but in turn for that, it can't really handle with ground types, which is kind of weird. I think you might be seeing where I'm going with this. So, all around, not bad. These two groups of Pokemon are good as they are, but skip out on them. You're doing no bad deeds for yourself. Next up is actually a Pokemon that I think is a whole lot better in this generation, but came pretty late. Rapidash. A physically offensive fire-type Pokemon? If you say so. Well, okay, that's not 100% bad. In fact, I actually see this to be a bit of a good thing. First off, it can know Flame Charge. It can come knowing Flare Blitz. And yet, hilariously, it can even come knowing Bounce. Kind of an interesting choice of moves to go for, but I consider this Pokemon to be kind of a baggage deal that can work in one way, or you're skimming on this no matter what. Hear me out on this. I like some good physical offensive users. Rapidash may fall into that category, but with some new moves that have been introduced to us in this generation and in later generations, I consider this Pokemon to be a bit underrated. So, if you're looking for a good fire type and that may even kind of rival that of Emboar in a way, maybe you might want to give this one a try. You will need to wait a while for it to learn some of its better moves, like say Flare Blitz. But Flare Blitz isn't one of those moves that doesn't do some recoil damage to you, so if you don't like recoil damage, you're not going to go for this Pokemon either way. Next up is going to be a Pokemon that I find to be kind of weird. Cherub. If you thought that these pure grass-type Pokemon are strange as it is, well, look no further than this one. Cherub is known for one thing. Being a very good support role with that signature ability of Flower Gifts. Powers up the party Pokemon while it's sunny out. It's meant to be a decent special sweeper, but unfortunately, this is about where the positives end. Its main use for this is to only be good while in sunlight. Guess what this thing is weak to? Fire. In fact, ironically, grass is still having some of the most weaknesses in 5, and just that ability alone actually hurts you in a way. So, if you want one, you're going to be doing a lot of scraping on wounds and licking the blood out. That sounds disgusting, but you get what I mean. Why don't we talk about a Pokemon that's also a good classic, but damn doesn't know how to hit hard. And that is Pinsir. And can I just say, yowza! A pure bug type Pokemon that doesn't evolve, but it doesn't need to? Yes, please. If you want my personal opinion, you'll probably want Mold Breaker for the ability more than Hyper Cutter for single player. Hear me out on this. It already has such great offensive stats, and it may not be the fastest, but that doesn't mean that it can deal out some good punches. Or I guess in this case, Pinsers! Joke had to be said somewhere, but in all seriousness, I like Pinsir, and I think it is very good. It definitely got a much needed beefy buff in the later generation from when it was introduced in Mega Evolution, but I think you might see that this is a good choice, but you're going to be holding out on this for a little bit because it can't take a lot of special hits for beans, so great choice. Just knowing that you're going to be going up against some pretty interesting Pokemon that are special offensive users. Dunsparce. And can I just say, oof. Okay, so Dunsparce, a pure normal type that has a huge variety of moves to go for because of that massive move pool. Move pool. Jeez, can't even talk today. Then again, it's been one of those days for me, but hey, Monday. So, anyway, on to this Pokemon as it is. I think this is a Pokemon that is pretty decent, but its stats just don't tie it well for what it's meant to be. And also, why does this thing have Runaway for the ability? You'll want Serene Grace as the ultimate choice to go for. You're missing no problems with Serene Grace. Why do I say it like that? Because, well, the movesets that it knows are nice, but what is the point? If you even have him Serene Grace for the ability, it can't do much with those stats. But don't worry. There's hope for this little guy in a future generation. It'll be bigger, badder, with some good moves, and actually make some good use of it with a signature move that it gained. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then, oh, you'll see. One day. It's basically going to be good for toxic stalling, and you can no-dig, and, well, get creative. And we're down to our last Pokemon. And let me tell you, I've been looking forward to this one. Heracross. If you thinking that Pinsir wasn't enough, well, here you go. I consider this one to be its superior, unlike my Malos. But, honestly, Heracross is a good choice. It comes with that amazing offensive stats, and decent as it is in terms of speed, and it has some good amount of resistances, great moves. That Mega Horn to pretty much just make any dark and pretty much psychic types just utterly cry. So, if you really want to have a good Pokemon that can take a lot of good hits, Heracross is a good one. Guts is probably going to be one of the most hilarious type of abilities to go for this Pokemon. It's mostly because that if you plan on using Guts, I would probably say that being poisoned would probably be the best option to go for, because it will give it a much needed boost to its attack stat if it's having a status problem. I say poison for a reason for that, because burn actually kind of makes it worse in a way. And I don't really trust myself with freezing and sleeping, I'm just saying. But all around, if you've been working on with the battle subway, this is a phenomenal choice of an item to get for a Heracross. But I'm saying it for the such in the matter because a little bit of an issue does have to pop up. Its defense stats has never been brought into question, and Heracross does have a handful of more weaknesses other than its beetle counterpart, but all around, like with Dunsparce, get creative. You might be surprised at what you might be able to pull out of this. Well, that wasn't so bad. But it's the next generation, next route I'm worried about. But I don't plan on covering all the routes in this particular episode, at least for this. Oh, because they're long as heck, but we are going to make a visit out there pretty soon, as there's some things that we'll be able to do for the time being. But don't worry, the torture will come. That torture is for your guys' entertainment. Can't go over there. A wrestling glass? Why do I keep changing the R and the L on that? That's not what I meant to do. Ooh, Vespaquin. Okay. I'm curious though. I know you're going to have a major advantage over me because of that pressure ability. But I should be faster than you, but with this Stone Edge, boom! Sharp Rocks go right up the Hive's skirt. That sounds disgusting. And I'm sure that the Combi workers will be fine. Anything over here? Yes. A full heal. Well, it's just something, I guess. I was actually kind of surprised that these trainers out here were all using non-fully evolved Pokemon, which is kind of weird. Welcome to our new location. We're at Lacunosa Town. This place is weird. This is actually, I believe, the only city in any Pokemon game where everyone actually falls back inside when it's nighttime. I need to stock up on some items. I got some money burning a hole in my pocket. Wow. I guess that amulet coin that I had from earlier really did wonders for me. What do you got? You got mail. You got mail. Oh. The Gracidilla flowers. Do you know about Gracidilla flowers? Since early times in Sinnoh, people made a bouquet of Gracidilla flowers to give someone to show their feelings of appreciation. I'm actually curious if they actually... if such a thing even exists. Gracidilla flowers. If such a thing exists, like actual Gracidilla flowers. Let me get some reservations to look into that, so... I'm gonna talk to some of the people. This is Lacunosa Town. Here, everyone lives according to the rules, from the moment they awaken to the time they go to sleep. At night, a scary monster comes out of the big hole, so you have to go home and be good. Pokemon is always running off to go play on its own. But it always comes back before dark, so I guess it's okay. What Pokemon? Are they just now inside their Pokeballs, or what? I hope none of you guys dropped this free elixir! Yeah, this place is weird. Not much we can do at this very moment. But there is some things that I do want to point out to you guys. Okay. I guess they can hide it deep in there if they want. Along the road ahead, there is a coastline that fishing fans love. We're plunk. It's the sound my fishing rod makes. I like to hear it every day. Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. What is that supposed to mean? My grandma loves old stories. I'm always having to listen to her really long stories. But sometimes if it's night, she'll fall asleep right in the middle of a story. It's okay though. She's not only healthy, she's a free-spirited grandma too. What do you want now? Did you pick now to listen to my stories? Why not? Okay, I'll tell you. Behind her in Lacunosa Town, there's a big hole in the ground. That hole, way in the past. I'm so tired. That hole, it was a big crash down. Inside was big, scary, really scary. I believe her story would change if it's during the day where she'll be more wide awake. We'll be finding out more about what's going on in this big hole a little while later. There are a lot of people in the world, and there are just as many different characteristics and ideas. I think I'd be really happy if I could meet a lot of people to see the differences for myself. You don't say. Yeah, not much really is going on in this town. So, let's head for Route 13. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself a little cutty friend. And we're going to make some good use out of this. Don't worry. More will come soon enough. I'm just gonna give Mystic a break. Because I think Mystic's been doing pretty good as it is, so we'll have some good use for Mystic in a little while later. So, here we go. And like hell, I'm gonna be talking about the Pokemon right off the bat here. I'll cover more of this sort of route in the next episode, but there's still plenty of things to talk about here. But anyway, Lass, you picked a spoiled brat. I mean, that's what it literally is. It's literally a brat. Don't paralyze me, please. Oh my god. Pretty boy, you should be ashamed. Give a snubble. You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit of a dirty boy. Haha, it's not 2013. If it wasn't 2013, I'd be in some big doo-doo. You got a shroomish, eh? Alright. Go for the X-Scissor. Bam! And you're gonna have Effect Spore, and that's gonna make you paralyzed, isn't it? No! Huh? Is there no, I want to see more Pokemon. She had what's coming. I don't even know how I did that. I didn't even look. I guess my lower peripheral vision is that good. Pretty sure that could be something else for something a little while later. Maybe a couple years later? I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking of... the love of! Yes, Drift Blim. You're a big, huggable hot air balloon. Oh. Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? You may be an HP tank, but I managed to outwin you. Think before you speak, Derek. Because that's disgusting. Oh, right! While I was taking care of that trainer from an episode or two ago, I found this, the Protector. This can cause a Rhydon to evolve into a Rhyperior, but that's through training. So, hoop-de-doo! Not gonna be worrying about that for a while. So let's just come around here. You. Looks like it's lost 3 grams on Route 13. Wish I could help it. You lost some grams, eh? What? I thought you were a normal MP. Well, then again, you're an artiste. You know, I'm actually disappointed that you don't have a miracle. It would have been so appropriate! For the earthquake. I know you'll take normal damage from it. Oh, never mind. I keep getting it backwards. Why do I always keep getting that backwards? Yeah, whatever. Found a Razor Claw! I missed certain Pokemon evolve to that. And hey! We got a Gram! Gram numeral dos. I wonder where Gram numeros uno and tres are at. I don't trust you. Wait a minute. I needed a surf user, didn't I? Derek, you are an idiot sometimes. But then again, I'm not exactly the brightest. You could teach some Pokemon the ultimate move. Tell you the names. Oh. So this guy, he would teach us the elemental version of Hyper Beam. There's Frenzy Plant, there's Blast Burn, and then there's Hydro Cannon. These are some of the most powerful moves that you'll find for these starters. But you take the turn to recharge. So, is it worth it? No. I did thought about it, but I've had a bit of a bad history with this. So, I'm gonna regret this. When I'm doing hunting for treasure, treasure hunting is fun. Sometimes things are buried in the sand dunes. I actually just found something. Same one as I found before, so I'll give this to you! Thick Club! Dude? That is a very nice held item. And if I remember correctly, yes, there is a Pokemon that we will find later on down the road that has a good use for that. You might want to think about this guy. He could potentially help us find some items and that are rare to come by. Okay. Let's see. Alright. TM29 Psychic! Yeah! Alright, now we're ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna love this move, and then one of the Pokemon that I wanted to really learn this move is in my PC. An Electrolyzer. Cause an Electabuzz to evolve into an Electrolyzer through trading while I was holding it. Thanks. In all my stupidiness, I needed my Mystic. Oh, a probe maybe? It's like I know how these things work! Another pearl? Stardust. Okay. You. I don't trust you. Alright. That is going to be eluding me for a while. So let's just come around here. Caution to the wind. Let me guess. Odd now? It's like I know how these things work. Fred Wolf is a level 59. I will take it. Should have realized that. I got a little too carried away with this. But that's okay. Cricket! Okay. That's actually a little funny. Alright, I'll put it out of its misery. Oh, Jeff. Chimecho. Alright. Definitely see where they're going with this one, but then again, things have worked in some strange ways for me. Scissor? Oh, extra sensory. Yeah. Thank God it didn't flinch me. So thank you, and good night. 25,600! Jeez! You know what? Screw what I was thinking from before. My good sir, I would like to meet you and give you an honorary battle that even you can't deny. Farfetch. A little underwhelming, if you ask me. But that's okay. Because I'm about to wreck your ass. Boom! Krusty's at level 60. Bonus on that. And a Gramble. We'll do the same way I did to that snowball a while back and actually give it a little bit of some challenge.
Oh no! You have Intimidate! You only have such good moves to go for! Whatever will I do?
If you use another takedown on me, you're screwed. I warned you! I warned you! This is what happens when people don't listen to me. Alright. I feel a little better about myself. A little bit. So coming back down this way, there's a dancer right here. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't care much about that in this particular playthrough. If If it was for my own time, maybe, but not this time, buddy boy. Welcome to Lacunosa Town. This place actually has some pretty interesting importance. In a way. Is it fun? No. But it is something worth taking into consideration. I think you sell dive balls here. Yes, you do. And in honor of the fact that we won't be seeing dive balls pretty much anywhere else, and maybe I'll throw in a couple of luxury balls on that just to be fun, I'll give you the satisfactory. Do you have a villa in Undella? You are rich. As a token of our new acquaintance, please accept this. A prism scale. It may be good to let a Pokemon hold it. Ha! Joke's on you! We can find that Pokemon out in the wild and back home! I can actually back myself up on this matter. Anyway, so Lacunosa Town actually has some interesting usage. We won't be getting into all of it to this, but there is something that is here, but I think that only happens during the actual summertime. Let's see. What's this? What an uncanny resemblance. It's surprising to meet another trainer who has intense eyes like that. Pokemon trainer. What's your name? Okay, I'll remember that. Derek, nice to meet you. Bad! 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 I'm Cynthia. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, like you. I have an insatiable curiosity for research of Pokemon myths. I'm sure you know about Lacunosa Town's abyssal ruins, right? I'm staying here as my friend's villa so I can investigate them. In order to get to know each other better as Pokemon trainers, I would like our Pokemon to have a match. Would you care to be my opponent? Nope! 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 No! 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 Nope! No! No! That is a big fat nope! That is a super boss! And I ain't ready to face her! And if you guys see my past on Pokemon Let's Plays where I face her in battle, she's a beast! And don't let his stuff like that fool you. An extremely bored look on your face. Okay, I'll let you have a very exciting Pokemon battle with me. Okay, I'm game. So, the richest named Draco. You have a Weasel. I am choosing to do this for a bit of a ironic reason. Because this kid actually has some importance that you probably never even knew if you never played this game. But you were just so relaxed. How could you win against a busy person like me? 24,000! 24,000! I like you. At least you have a very special thing, so follow me. Isn't it great? Isn't it spacious? This is my dad's villa, and I can use it freely. But when I came here, surprisingly, there was nothing to do, so now I'm bored. As you may know, my dad is totally obsessed with the items at the ruins. Hey, you're bored, aren't you? Come here tomorrow, too. I don't mind having a battle with you. This kid is part of a family known as the Riches. We will be talking about something like this a little bit later. However, it's not important right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. HMO 6 Dive! There's only one location where you can use Dive. The darkest parts of the sea are called dive spots, and if you use Dive there, you can dive all the way to the bottom of the sea. And like I said, there's only one location where we can actually use this at. We won't be covering that, at least not yet. But don't worry. That time will come soon enough. So for now, I think it's about time that I get Mystic back in from the PC. Because I was stupid enough to put her in there in the first place. Or put it in there in the first place. The other reason why I'm saying like that, oh boy, this is gonna be good! Oops. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get back to you soon enough. We have a new TM that we got in a little while ago. Psychic. It's going on Mystic. And I kind of thought about this. Goodbye, Confused Ray. I could always reteach it to it once again at some point. But, let's see. And I also kind of thought about this a little bit more. Assuming that it can. No. Never mind. I was hoping that I could teach Malos Sludge Bomb, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so... You know what? I'm curious. What Pokemon can learn acrobatics? None of you. Struggle Bug, maybe? No, Krusty can learn it, but... Man, the moves into that... That Malos I can learn is very... really all over the place. Can't even learn X's. Wow. I could maybe teach a Grass Knot. That might not... That should be a bad idea, actually. I know Fred Wolfer had it for a while. But... Ring Out, get out of here. Just get out of here. I'm thinking... You know what? I hope then that you can learn this. What? You can't learn Retaliate? What the heck? Oh, you know what? I'll do it even better. Toxic. You know what? That'll work. That will do perfectly. Alright. So now that I think we're finally finishing with that, I think now it's probably about a good time for us to end things off right here. Now that we finally know what we're doing, we got our serve user back, we're gonna head back up to Route 13. So next time, we cover the rest of Route 13, find those grams, and maybe take a little dip inside more of what the riches have in store for us, shall we? See you guys then!